All right, guys, we've got one last topic for you. Episode 4 this week. I'm getting some extra content, which is great. We just have one topic for you. Invincible. I think Conlon has much more to say about this than I do. So why don't you just get us started? Why don't you go through it?
Okay, I love this show. I really love Invincible. And my favorite episode of this season is episode 2. You get to see Cecil's backstory, which I found very compelling. I liked seeing why he is doing what he is doing because I've never really gotten the character before this. And I find the reasons for why he is choosing to be the villain or to win interesting. Um, But my favorite part of that episode is when Eve is sitting on the roof with him, with Invincible, and she is talking about how she was struggling with the fact that Invincible wanted to date her because of something that her older self said. And there are so many times in my life where I've thought about, like, what would my life look like if I just failed at my life? What would it be? And one of the mean things that I think of is like I'm not going to say who, someone close to me who's older talks about high school and his high school football constantly. And I'm like, how big of a loser can you be to still be talking about high school football? Has nothing in your life been more important than high school football? Or somebody who's talking about their mission still constantly when they're 29 years old, 28
He's
years
talking
old.
about an LDS mission, by the way.
Yeah,
Continue.
LDS mission. 30 years old, 35, where like that's all you can talk about. Hasn't something else happened? Yeah, there's events. I talk about it every once in a while, but you don't need to dwell on it. Or that one girl that got away that you just can't stop thinking about and you can't move on from and you just keep going. I've done that. I don't like doing that. It makes me feel small. I don't enjoy it. And I don't know if I've ever really seen anything tackle that emotion. I don't want to be that. And when she was talking about how low that made her feel and how she just didn't like that, it resonated with me because I don't want to be that person. I never want to be that person. Life moves forward. Life is good moving forward. And in that moment, she's bringing out these fears, and Invincible is just loving her. And it's a cool relationship dynamic. That doesn't have to be our future. That doesn't have to be who you are. That wasn't you. This is you. Let's build something great together right now. And then they go on, they talk about apartments and they're talking about all these different dreams. And they decide to build a company that's like a private security company. Very cool. He's not in the whatever the group is called that's defending the world. And so he does his own thing, and making a private security company is awesome. I do think they're paid too little. If you can only get 4 months of rent and you're fighting a freaking dragon that is tearing apart your entire uh, prison system, no, you should be able to pay for rent for a very, very freaking long time if you fight off a giant dragon. But that's besides the point. Um, the fight's really cool. I liked the aspect of the jailbreak sequence where they're breaking the dad out of jail. I thought that was all very compelling. I like the aspect that there are only 50 something Viltrumites, less than 50 Viltrumites that are full blooded. So there's actually a direction and a goal that's set forth. And like, we can actually do this. This seems realistic. This seems feasible. This seems possible. I liked the part where the one-eyed alien, I can't remember his name, Alvin?
Alan.
It's Alan. Alan is talking to the dad, and he's like, you're absolutely more than you're giving yourself credit for. You literally stopped yourself just barely to save me. You aren't a monster like all of these other people. You can be more. And he just puts the argument right there. And it's a very good argument. I like the animation for this season. I think this season is fantastic. The one issue that I've had is I feel like Invincible is a little bit wishy-washy on his power level. Like sometimes he's obliterating things, and sometimes he's getting his ass handed to him, and I can't really figure out what his power level is. It seems convenient for whatever the story is, which I don't love that aspect. But other than that, very much like this season. What do you think?
So I've had a different experience,
Interesting. Okay.
mostly because I had the pleasure of watching season 2 and 3 for the first time back to back.
Oh,
I had always planned on watching season 2 after it came out, but just never got to it. So when I
okay.
saw season 3 was out, I was like, oh, I should probably get on this. I loved season 1. Season 1 is freaking amazing.
It's incredible.
I need to start watching this show again. I still have no idea what happens after Invincible gets his skull crushed in by his dad.
Yeah.
Like, I never watched the Adam Eve special. I still haven't seen it, but like, that's where I was at. I have literally no context from season 2, no context from season 3. So I binge watched both season 2 and then season 3 in the last 7 days, is what I did. Um, the show did not go where I expected it to go.
Me either.
I don't know exactly when things happened in terms of season 2 and 3 because of the gap, right? Where I binge watched all of them, just in an order. So I don't know what to distinguish between the two.
Okay.
Uh, I'm kind of hit and miss. Everything that you have said is absolutely correct. Uh, I loved Cecil's backstory. I thought it was really cool. I loved the addressing the being stuck in the past thing from that side. I also really loved Eve's perspective and fear of like, did you only think about this because I said something? Like, if my future
Mhm.
self had not said anything to you, would this even be happening? Would you even ever consider this? Um, that's got some weight to it. That's very powerful. That's very like, are you dating me because you like me, or are you dating me because I like you? And you like being liked, right? I mean, it's kind of a high school thing, but these are high school characters. Uh,
Yep.
and it's very real, and it hit home for me, absolutely. Um, there's also some not so great things. They wasted an entire episode on him going to the future to fight Immortal, that I thought was a complete filler episode.
Oh,
Uh,
I like that.
I honestly didn't care.
I have a
Such a
fascination with this
filler episode.
trope of living forever and what that does to a human mind. Whenever they do that, for some reason, I just find it fascinating and it works for me. It's a trope that works for me.
I'm fine with you saying it. You love that episode because it's well done, right? As a time travel, it's well done. As a what that psychological effect, very well done. It's an interesting perspective. In terms of the plot of Invincible, what does it do? Nothing.
I would
Literally nothing.
say it teaches Invincible a level of humility and kindness, which a lot of the show is about. That you have immense power, you're a Superman type character. Who do you actually want to be? Why do you want to be that way? What's your character development? And in this one, he gets to see somebody who lasts forever and he has the power to actually be an emperor and be kind. And he feels like he messes up and makes somebody stay alive that is just in pain. And he's trying to get to the point where he's not killing people. Like that's a conflict with the little brother. I didn't even mention the little brother. Little brother is fantastic. I love everything about it. Um, you're going to say no to that. I really like little brother, but he has this aspect of trying to teach the little brother to be kind and not kill people. But the kindness in this moment is to kill somebody. So you have to deal with the dichotomy because it's not always don't kill. It's not always that simple of a lesson. Sometimes it's kinder to let somebody go.
I agree. I still don't see that being pertinent to the plot of Invincible, especially where they
Okay.
go in the very next episode, right? Like, I understand that he is having this disagreement with Cecil
Yeah.
because he doesn't believe in redemption.
Yeah.
And he has to argue with the fact that he himself killed somebody.
Yeah.
Or at least he thought he did, I guess. Does that mean he should go to jail forever and all this kinds of stuff? But I still feel like it's a largely a filler episode where they don't get a lot done with the time. I think, yes, there is that aspect of it, but that's really like 2 minutes of the episode, and the rest of the episode is filler stuff. Um, I was on board with Invincible and Eve in season one. In season two, I actually really liked the other girl and thought that she was a good balance for him.
I
And
did
then
too.
they broke up, and I was like, okay, well, what the hell? You finally made it compelling and made sense between the two. Why are you changing it now? So, them getting like Invincible and Eve getting together.
Okay. I do too. So did I. My favorite part of season two was their relationship. Whose is it? Really? That's the one you like the best? Okay, interesting. I like that one too, but it's good. It's a really good moment for sure. Absolutely. I love that moment. I love that moment. Absolutely. and cooks. It's wonderful. But that other relationship is fantastic. Yes, that's my biggest problem with it too. It's too fast. Yeah. Yeah, it's too quick. Fair enough. Yeah, season 1 is one of my favorite, like, seasons of TV. That's how good season 1 is. It's so good. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's like yeah, that's fair. That is fair. I actually my the episode 3, it's not the level of the end of season 1. It's not. The end of season 1 is one of the best endings of a season ever made. But the episode 2 where he gets in the fight with Cecil and he has his like hand around the throat, that was a little holy crap to me. It was. I didn't feel that with season 2 really at all, but I felt it a little bit with that episode. Like what? I just what's he gonna do? Is he gonna be revenge? Is he gonna be the dad? I thought he could have killed him. So he's different in this one. He can't go bad. Maybe it was because I hadn't watched season 2 for a while. I don't know, but I really loved episode 2. But it still it's nothing compared to the end of season 1. It's not. Oh, but season Fair. I think I'm a little bit more hyped about season 3 than that, a little bit, but it's not like season 1 where I was like telling every person that would possibly listen to me to please watch this show because it's insane. Me too. Yeah, sa- season three's been like an 8 for me. Season, yeah, probably 9, 7, 8 is probably where I'd be with this show. And it gets extra points. Season 2 gets extra points just for the scene where they're like, and we run out of a budget, so we talk and we put the camera behind you. I think that scene is hilarious. I love it. Oh, I've never seen it before, and that made me laugh hard. I still think about it and laugh every once in a while. Okay, I hadn't, and I loved it. So good. Cool. No, I think that's Invincible. That's our rating of it. If you guys haven't seen this show, absolutely watch it. It's awesome. And it might be the best thing. What is the guy who voices Alan? What is his name? Yeah, I think it's Seth Rogen. Let me look really quick. It is Seth Rogen. It might be the best thing Seth Rogen has ever done. It is a great show. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, his trash. But it's not Invincible. Neighbors 2. Uh, is fairly funny. And honestly, Super Bad is fairly funny. But I liked that movie when I was younger. Ugh, yeah, fair enough. Good for him. Invincible's the best thing he'll ever do. I would too. Like lower moments, even its lower moments are above average TV. The Bachelor is the worst thing you can think of. There are worse things than The Bachelor. I don't know, like 20 seasons, 30 seasons, something. A lot. Tons. Tons. See, that's a better one. That's a better one. But I was expecting like the Kardashians. When I think about bad TV, Kardashians. Yeah, a ton. And that's really all it takes is just 2 thoughts. 2 thoughts. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. In the realm of good TV, I think the bad episodes are above average to the bad episodes of other good TV shows. Yeah, adventure thing. Yeah, 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 absolutely. Absolutely. It's great. Like, fantastic. That's so funny. Yeah, man. Well, that's some good stuff. Appreciate y'all watching. We're grateful for you every single week. You guys are absolutely awesome. Uh, we love you. Appreciate you guys.